sports. It's in the game.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I...
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line.
Okay, right?
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And that play gets nothing, so no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
That's to Reed. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Roschon Johnson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. And another 1st down, and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
Let's go.
They'll go again with Swift. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Here's Williams now to throw. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. He is in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Bears.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. Great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard.
Set.
They'll go play action with Love. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field, and this is a great example here why.
A second down throw for Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here's a third down and 4.
Trouble, 38.
On play action, Love. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Bears off to the early lead. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. On fourth down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13.
At their own 13-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. They'll try again here, second and 10. They'll send him over to the left. On second down, it's Williams. That is left side and taken in by Allen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A lot of terrific quarterbacks from Southern California, and here's another one. The rookie gets his team a first down. They will run it over center with Swift. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Lucas Van Ness, the former first-round pick, there to make the tackle. 2 minutes to go, first half in a 2-point game. Back with more from Lambeau Field. After this, they face second down and 7. Now Williams. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. Give up the middle with Swift. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On third down, here's Swift. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up fourth down. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. That one is good. And the Bears going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Ready, right.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Slide blue. Ready, ready.
From the gun, it's Love. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready.
On first down, it's Love. He'll be out of bounds, but down around the 15-yard line. A huge play just before the half. It's a gain of 43 yards.
Cluster, 6. Down.
Love to throw it on first down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for.
And he will get into the end zone. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's going to have a Bears first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Allen in motion. This one intercepted. Picked off by Carrington Valentine. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
First and 10.
Let's go now.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's Williams on first and 10. That's caught left side by Odunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
On the option, it's Swift, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
That's complete. Some more on the right side. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
On the give, here's Swift. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's second and 2. On the give, it's Johnson. The Bears are going to be set up with first and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
They'll run with Swift. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. So now then, first and goal from the 1. He'll try to run with Swift. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get, the offensive line.
It is brought in the end zone. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chicago. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
He's got a man. Take it in for 2. And we are all tied here in the third quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
52. Here we go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set, hut. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
A handoff running left. It's Jacobs. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready, ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A run here with Swift. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here's a screen taken in by Swift. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively. effectively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's taken in. And he indeed picks up a Bears first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throwing on second down, Williams. Catch made there by Allen. And they'll take this down inside the 35.